I am here too, Miss Canadian Life. I know about busy mornings, girl. I definitely know about busy mornings. Oh, I need to hold on. I need to cut. Oh, I need to cut this down. Oh, I need to hold on. I need to cut. Oh, I need to cut this down. There we go. Oh, I need to hold on. I need to got too much to cut down. Okay, I'm back. Too many things, too many things. I am so happy, and especially you have kids too, and you homeschool. I don't know how you do it, girl. I do not know how you do it. But it is Friday morning, and some people may, hey, Lady Kayla. Hey, I like Lady Kinsey too. Can I call you Lady Kinsey? I like Lady Kinsey. I'm so glad I came over to your channel, and I'm gonna make sure I come over some more and do that. And yeah, but this is gonna be a great Friday. Thank you, Scratch and Pete. Yeah, I went on ahead and started um because some people, well, Canadian Life was already over here, and I knew she had a busy morning. And yeah, still having that double thing with StreamYard. I think I'm gonna have to contact them because even with how many people that are here doesn't show up. And I just don't know why it doesn't. But anyway, I have to worry about that another day. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about drama because I want to tell what happened last night. But first, I want to thank everybody for coming. Hey, thank you, KCFTW. You are somebody new, but welcome in. I love new people all the time. And yeah, hold on. I forgot about something I was supposed to do. Ah, 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 ah. I forgot. Oh, how did I forget? Hang on, everybody. Hang on. That's in here. Trying to find it. Here we go. Okay, hang on. Hang on, hang on.
Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying?
I forgot my little intro. My little short. Hey, Rhonda Cedar, how are you doing? Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much. And I also have everybody that shared me out pinned up to the top. And yeah. So, if you share me out, I'll definitely pin you up. Like on Monday, if you share me out today, I'll definitely pin you at the top on Monday. So please share me out. Okay. And like I say, I'm really gonna have to write StreamYard because I don't know, something's just quirky in my thing. It was ever since with the comments, they say comments would be posted to multiple channels. It seemed like it's been messing up ever since then, but I got this. Okay. Um, Another thing too, on the 23rd of July, I'm going to be having my second tea party, and we're going to call it Tea Party with Bill because it's going to be his birthday. So I'm so happy about that. And yeah. But anyway, it has been a great week. It's Friday. And I just can't believe it's the end of the week. I couldn't even believe when it was Wednesday. I really could not believe it. But again, I want to thank the ones that's here. Also, I want to thank the ones that watch after because that's when I get a lot of views after because um I went on live with Destination Fun and Warm Strong and I got a lot of views after. And I thank everyone that showed up on Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday, Tuesday night, and I got a lot of views after. And also the 4th of July, I did an impromptu, and I got a lot of views on that. I think I got 100, maybe. I can't remember, but it was pretty good for just popping up. So I am so grateful for that. But I'm still mad at StreamYard. I just don't know, what's happening with it. But welcome everybody. But yeah, but today I got something to talk about. How people just love drama. They love it. They love it, love it, love it. And let me get back over. I was trying to see if somebody but they didn't. So I won't check it again. Um, but hey, Destination, thank you so much for being here. And today I'm going to talk about people loving drama. Do you like to share in drama? Do you say that you don't, but you'll look and you'll listen and you'll be out in the bushes? So anyway, um, and oh, before I go there, if you see my video this morning, my premiere, I hope you enjoyed it. I had made a video for a long time, and it looks like it too. So every Friday morning at 9 a.m. before my live, I'm gonna um, I'm gonna have my premiere. So if you have not saw it, please go and watch it. Okay, even the ones that's doing the replay. And thank you. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna get back on this drama. And no, before I get on that, I'm gonna talk about the people that shared me out because I have them pinned up to the top. And it was Keisha H. It was Tuba Chat. Um, Blue Lotus Vibe by Janita McLean, and Rooted in Essential Oils. They all share me out. Hey Nitro, how you doing? Welcome. It's so great to see you because I talk about you all the time. I told them every time somebody about you in my hip pocket, I got Nitro. Thanks so much for being here. Um, but another thing too, KFC. K KCFTW said I prefer no drama 100%, but can't help calling some of these people out. Okay, okay. But we all say that we don't like drama. But once we see drama, we have a hard time, getting away, getting away from it when it starts. Think sometimes we enjoy it just a little bit, even though we say that we don't. We love it. Anything you put up with drama, everybody they kind of come to it, or depression or sadness or something happened bad. Oh, people get drawn in on those. Okay, so yeah, thanks so much for saying that. But how I want to start this is in my career, I was a doula. And a doula is a person that works with pregnant women on the common side, not on the medical side, but we're not against it. But we stay with the mom the whole labor, even if it's 4 or 5 days. Okay. We stay with them until they push the baby out. And that's what makes us so unique, that we really know the mom better than the hospital know them. But the hospital have their side and we have our side, and we both don't cross over. We help each other in the middle, but we won't cross over. Thank you so much for everybody being here. But okay, me being a doula, I worked with the richest of rich and I work with the poor of the poor. Okay. And what I saw is that came from their lives, that they came from drama. Okay. A lot of kids that was carried in utero. That's all they heard. Confrontation, drama, people fighting, hearing the police sirens. They just hear everything. So, you know what I always say? Since you heard all that in utero, I even seen one mom that cried all the time when her baby came out. it it just wouldn't shut up. It just, I will never forget that one baby. That mom was all, hey, Rim family, we're talking about drama. And I'm saying that I was a doula, and that's a person that works with pregnant women. And I noticed that the women, when they were carrying the babies, they were either fighting, they were either having just bad times in their lives, the police coming to the house, the mom and daddy fighting. I seen even two girls fighting, pregnant. And just think the baby is listening to all of this. And I say, when you push that baby out, I said, I think it's in their DNA a little bit. I think, honestly, it's in their DNA just a little bit. I think they inherit it. I really do. I think they inherit it. And I think they carry it on even worse than when they were in utero, and even worse than what their parents did. That's what I believe. I believe they were conceived in chaos. This is just me. They were conceived in chaos and they inherited. I really, really do. Okay, let me go back to my chat. And Rim family, Canadian, welcome. I don't know where KCFC comes from. KCFTW. Wow, that's amazing to stay with the mother. Yes, I loved it. I loved it. Look up the word DOULA and you will see what we do. And it's so amazing how we really help the moms. What the rich women of course paid for it, but what some of the agency found out, that the birth turned out so well, so they start paying for some poor moms to have them. So and I had great births, great relationships, and still have a great relationship with one of them. Well, all of them still, but one, she's hanging on still. um let's see who else. Anybody? Canadian Life was here. Oh, hey, First Floor Auto. Lee is here, everybody. If you don't know Lee, he First Floor Auto. Lee, type hashtag Betty and please go over. He does wonderful music. And if he sees your name sometimes he will even mention it and sing it. Okay. Resmara, hey, thank you so much for being at my premiere this morning. Uh KCFTW said I was born to be the mess I am today. Okay, okay. I tell you, but yes, I think a lot of times when parents are in so much chaos, and they're pregnant, and even the dad, think about that. If they're born into chaos, and even their sperm and it meets up with the mom egg, and they're all chaos, you got double duty. You got double duty on that. Okay. And I tried to make some notes for so I didn't miss anything. And y'all gonna see what this is building up to, and how this even started about the drama. Okay. And then once these kids are born, okay, they're born into this chaotic life, uh chaotic life, drama life, and they love it. They love it. I see them flourish on it. And you know what else I noticed? And I know, and that's one great thing about being a doula, sitting on the birthing woman's side, and you seeing so many women. I noticed when they gave the some of these girls a pill. I don't know if it was I want to say, I don't know if it was a Molly or what. Some would love it and some would hate it. Then I would find out the girls that love that pill that made them feel good, their moms or dad usually use drugs. So it's inherited. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff is inherited. I'm trying to oh, Nightbot didn't do it. Uh-oh. Nightbot. Oh my goodness. I'm just having a hard time with Nightbot. Hashtag Betty. D, can you do hashtag Betty? Oh. And it works over in. Okay, it came up. Do you see it? It came up. Do you see it, Lee? Okay. Casey says, I am from North Nebraska. Is that what it is? Hello, D. Thanks for being at my premiere. And I'm trying to go down the chat. Oh, I seen Felicia. Hey, how you doing? I'm talking about drama this morning. I think people now are born into it. They were, let's see, KC says they are some people that can produce a child, but don't, oh yeah, a lot, because we don't get a book with it. And sometimes we're not in the parenting mode, we're in the survival mode to keep the children alive. You know what I mean? So it's not saying that they're not good parents. Even I think sometimes the worst of parents think that they're doing good sometimes, you know? So yeah, it's just kind of hard to say with that. But I just am so happy. Hey, Warm Strong, how you doing? Felicia, yes, I hope so. I hope so. But I'm gonna talk about some drama last night and show you how you think you don't love drama, but you love to watch it. Okay. And you can get pulled into it. And I'm gonna talk about that. I didn't see you there where I was, Felicia, last night, but I did see some people. Thank you so much for being here. That okay, first floor auto, thank you. And I'm just going, oh, New Brunswick. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And let's see. I'm trying to keep going down. Hey, Wong. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, because y'all going to find out how I came up with that title. Y'all going to be like really shocked. Let's get back over here. Okay, so I had already started off saying that I think, with my birthing clients, I work with pregnant women, that they had so much chaos in their life, they lived it, and then the children that was in their tummies also had that chaos and all that inside. And I believe that it's inherited, that it's in their blood, and they love it. They love it. They flourish in it. And that's why you see people love drama. Even if we do videos and say, oh, girl, let me tell you about the drama I had today. Rest beware. I hope I said hello to you earlier, because you are also in my premiere, and I thank you for that. Okay, once these kids are born, I said it's even worse than what their parents had. Okay, because these children already had it in utero, and then they come out, and then they hear their moms and dads fussing, or the grandmama, and they just hear it all the time. And then they have the police come to the house, and the kids get used to that. They get numb, is what I said. Then the parents cuss at them. I've seen that. You look, that's all they know. That's all they know. And then, even picking up the habits with the smoking of cigarettes, the smoking of weed, they're inhaling that all the time. And just think, if their parents are pregnant, they're doing that. It affects the brain. I'm telling y'all, it affects the brain. Even when they push the babies out, I can tell if you've been smoking. I have been around so many births. That placenta is that baby's lifeline. Okay. Now, what we can see, and it looks, and we call it a healthy placenta. We can tell when it's healthy, if the woman really ate well. We can tell if she smoked. And the way we can tell if they smoke, there will be little black spots in the placenta. And that cuts off some of the oxygen from the baby. Okay, so these kids have already been through a lot before they were born. Okay, I'm gonna go back up where I stopped, and if anybody got any input, please put it in. Please, talking about this world, chaotic world with this drama that we live in. And I have a reason for bringing this up, and you're gonna see in a little bit. Warm Strong is here with us. Everybody's talking. Keisha, I got you pinned up top. I got everybody pinned up top that shared me out. Okay, thank you so much. And thanks for being here. And if anybody missed my video premiere this morning, please, go and rewatch it for me. I haven't did a one for a while. Okay, so now these kids that's been born into chaos, now I say it's in their DNA. Now, when they come out, like I say, they see the police come out, they hear their parents cussing at them. They become numb to it. Okay, they're not getting fed properly. If you're not getting fed properly, you gonna be irritable. You are going to be irritable. Sent to school, no food. I know they give them breakfast at school, but just think your parent can make you a nice breakfast, much more that you would love. Okay, and you don't have the proper sleep. Your mom them done cussed you out. It's just so much going on in your home. You just see all this chaos. So that's why I say when kids go to school, everything's quiet. They can't stand it. That's what it is. They cannot stand quietness because they're so used to chaos. And I remember my yoga teacher. She is irritate me because I can't see how long I've been. Oh, I know I can go on the other side. My yoga teacher told me that the reason, at the end of the class, how you just lay out and everybody's just quiet, no noise. And people tend to get up and leave the class. And my yoga teacher said that those people are the main ones that need to stay. They cannot stand the quietness. They don't know how to calm down. Okay. I'm going to go back over to my chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you, everybody that's in the house. And like I say, I have a reason for talking about this, and y'all going to see in a little bit. Casey said I was 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds when I was born. That should explain enough. Yeah, it is, because little bitty babies go through that small. Yeah, they go through a lot, Casey. And I don't know how old you are. And I know even, years back, those babies really had a hard time. They've gotten better, but still, sometimes I say they save it just to save it, and they have no quality of life is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the chat. Thank you so much for that. I'm trying to see if anybody. DM Vlogs, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Casey said never had a lunch. I would find one somehow. Okay, you must be talking to somebody or I missed something. Chill down and relax. Chill down and relax. Okay. Yeah, and hit the thumbs up button, please. That helps me grow. Share me out. If you share me out, I will post you up to the top to tell everybody that you shared me out, because that does help me grow and I get more people that way. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat. Okay, and I made myself some good notes because I didn't want to forget anything. Okay, and then once they send these kids to school, once they send them to school, you know how the teacher will say, sit down, Johnny, sit down, Keisha, Sit down, warm, strong. They not used to that. They used to sit down when they home. Sit down. Sit down, you little you little MF. You sit down, you little That's what they're used to. They're not used to be quiet. They used to shut up. That's what kids, they are not used to quietness. They are wired to have chaos. They're wired and they don't know how to even bring themselves down. When they get mad, they go to 0 to 100. There's no in between. There's none. There is nothing but drama, drama, drama in their lives. Nothing but that. I'm looking because, okay, it's weird. I'm gonna have to get hold of StreamYard because even my time isn't showing up even up to the top. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to write them for sure today. But okay, I just have to depend on when I get to an hour scratch and pee. Can you tell me? I'm just gonna have to really get hold to StreamYard. Thanks. Okay. So since they don't know how to confront or to even talk to anybody, that's going to cause fights. They don't know how to walk away. They don't know how to diffuse themselves. Have y'all noticed that? Young people, even I would consider young people 45, they don't know how to diffuse a situation. They don't know how to walk away. It's like it's just in them. Oh, you disrespected me. That's all I ever used to hear. She disrespected me. You don't understand. When somebody disrespect, and here somebody's big and pregnant and ready to fight. I seen one girl that, because I used to teach at schools too, childbirth education. And I seen her one day. She didn't get into a fight, but she got so mad, she stumped her feet. And with all that pressure, she went into early labor. And she had her baby was 5 pounds. So she was really lucky, really lucky. We probably are, but for some reason, Warm Strong, it's not showing up. So that's why I was saying once I get to an hour, then let me know. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm going to have to definitely, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to have to write them. I know that now. Okay. And I'm going over here to the chat. Yeah, it's going to be 2 hours a day, I'm sure. I know my sister came in. Hey, Annette. One scratch and Pete. Yeah, we're going for 2 hours today, I'm sure. And Dee said there's a scary TV show we watch, Born. Oh my God, Born Evil, about how it's in the genes, born bad. And it's not that I think anybody's born bad. Sometimes I think whatever happens in utero is felt. It's really felt. And like I said before, I know one girl that I know used to cry the whole pregnancy and whatever. And the baby came out and that baby cried non-stop. You hear me? That's the only baby I remember doing that. Okay, so it does affect them. I'm talking about drama. I'm talking about, I think that it starts and that in utero a lot of times how the parent is under so much stress. So much is happening in their lives. Even I've had moms that was raped, and when they were pushing babies out, they were remembering that. Okay, so it's just so much internalized, and you living in chaos and you breathing in chaos and you breathing in drama. That's all you ever see. You're gonna live it. You're gonna live it. And I'm bringing this up for a reason. Okay, I ain't got there yet, but something, because I say people say they don't love drama. It's okay to breathe. Okay. Okay, it says it's okay to breathe. Okay, Warm Strong. I hear you. Oh, okay. Let me get back over here. So, anyway, I'm hoping I drew my lines because I was saying, I don't think I did. I'ma breathe, break out laughing. Yeah, you and Warm Strong. Listen to y'all, I'm breathe. Okay, there we go. They're bothering me, y'all, but I do. I have, and if you not have not worked with the poor of poor, you will never ever be able to understand. And I say I'm so honored that I got to work with them. I really am because I really understand them. Okay. Um, and that she say some people love drama, and that's what I'm going to talk about. But as Erie Frog is saying that he hates drama, but I'm gonna point out something to him because I said I hate drama, but I want to tell him what happened last night, and how you could get drawn into it even though you say you don't like it, and how hard it is to pull away. Okay. um let's see. Yes, have a drink, more coffee. Am I being that? Okay, I'm calming down, y'all. I didn't think I was being that whatever. Okay, I'm calm. I'm gonna draw my lines. But I'm really passionate about this part. Okay, and then you got to think that these kids too have suffered physical abuse, sexual abuse, and just mental abuse. It has affected their whole lives. Okay, like I say, they live it, they breathe it, and they become numb to it. I have even watched a grandma as their grandchild is arguing with somebody else and smile. What has happened? What has happened? The grandma was enjoying the drama that her grandchild was inflicting on another adult. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? I'm going to go back over here. Thank you for being here, everybody. People watch videos with titles that are shocking or negative. My music shows get low viewership as is, and that's another thing. That is so true a lot of times. But Lee, a lot of us are really looking for that. It may not be a whole lot, but you continue on because I know I listen to that rain at night. I listen to snowstorms. I listen to a lot of calming music and stuff just to calm me down. So you keep doing it. Yes. And if you, like I said, if you had the music with the dirty words and the rap and the hard rock and all that stuff, yes, but continue what you're doing. Okay. And Casey says no one talks about, yes, the mental abuse that is afflicted even on the mom. A lot of times, even while she's carrying the baby, she's going through mental abuse. Okay, or still sexual abuse, or even being, like I keep saying, being around people that smoke weed in the house. I've had some of my girls say, Miss Betty, I don't smoke, but my daddy do. And I told her, to get out the house as much as possible, or if the mom smokes cigarettes, then that even the baby takes away oxygen from the baby. Okay, so yeah. And let me continue going down. Yes, it's not visible yet, the worst ones. I know. And I also, since I worked around young poor people, I would say, I always thought some of them was normal, but then I came up with, not a doctor, a scientific thing, but I call it the elevator effect. I would say they had the first elevator, then the second elevator. Something was missing. Third floor, then the fourth floor missing. Fifth floor, then the sixth floor missing. It's something missing. It's something that's missing, that's just not right, even though she appears very normal. Okay. And most of these kids come from broken homes, you know. Um, First floor says, I am what I am. Acceptance is the key. Yes, it is. And I thank you for that. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Share me out. If you share me out, I will pin you up the next time that we are here. And let's see. Oh, and I'm gonna give you an example. This is gonna kind of sound sad in a little bit, but I'm just trying to set this up. I had one of my clients that I was very close to, and what happened, she lost a baby. And I thought it was just a normal loss. It was, she was early in her pregnancy. So it went on, and what it was, she told me years later what had actually happened. And she's still with that boyfriend now. He pushed her down the steps. See, she didn't tell anybody. And that's how she lost the baby. Okay. So that's why I say a lot of times they become numb to a lot of stuff. And she's still with them. She didn't tell anybody, and she chose to tell me years later that he pushed her down. And that's how she lost the baby. And that's why I say they go through a lot. Okay. And even in that family, the same family, there was an uncle that um raped other kids, and she let him in her home, and he did the same thing to her daughter. So that daughter, can you imagine, now she's going through major problems, and they diagnosed her, I think it wasn't with schizophrenia, but she was diagnosed with a mental illness that she's going to have to live with for the rest of her life. So her life, and she has a lot of drama around her, and I mean a lot of drama around her. So it can happen. I'm telling you, it can happen from the time you are born, that this can happen to you. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they don't get out of it, they stay in it, and it just perpetuate, and it keeps going from generation to generation. They get into confrontations, they don't know how to diffuse it. Okay, okay, but I'm come back, and it's gonna get light. It ain't gonna be this heavy. I'm off the heavy part of that. Honestly, I am. I really am. I'm off the heavy part. Okay, I'm almost to why I'm hearing that. So I'm off the heavy part, everybody, because that was kind of heavy. But I think I just needed to say that to kind of put everything together, because a lot of people are not around that population, and it not only happens in the poor population. Also, it shows that when the suburbs first start going up, when people used to move in the suburbs, and everybody wanted to have what everybody wanted to have, then a lot of abuse was happening out there, just so much, where people weren't talking about, and they were living the good life, is what they called it. Okay. Yes, there are several billboards in my city about abuse that says if you're being physically or mentally, you are not fine. No, you are not fine. And that is, so true. So true. Let's see. Okay, Annette, she done left me. She done left me. But okay, I'm to the place now why I started this conversation. The reason being is, let's try to set the times on that. The reason being is, last night, y'all know how I be out in the bushes, and I went to a YouTube channel. I'm not going to say the name. Some of the people that I know was in here, they come to my chat. They're not here today. And it was a YouTube couple. A YouTube couple that was having a spat on the internet. and she was pregnant on top. And she's pregnant on top. Okay. And I don't know, honestly, if they were doing it for views, but I really don't think they were. Usually in his videos, well, in his lives, he usually only have, hey, Bud Files, they usually only have 6 to 8 people that view them. They don't have a lot of people to view them. So when I went there, I didn't realize that they were, arguing at first. And then they started going back and forth. Then she tried to knock the phone out of his hand. And of course, then the chat is growing. It's going from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 8 because everybody is calling everybody. Now, this is a YouTube couple, and these are YouTube creators coming in. Okay. So I'm not saying anything at first. That's how I say you can get drawn into it, even though you say you don't like it. Okay. The YouTube girl, she's pregnant, big and pregnant. She wants him off alive. So what she does is she takes and knock the phone. She doesn't knock it out of his hand, but do enough that you'll think that she hit him. Okay. So this just went back and forth, back and forth. It was getting heated, and then the chat was getting heated. They were saying, what's wrong with him just being okay? The chat getting into the argument now, y'all. What's the difference in him having what did they say? The difference in him having just want to sit there and do a live. Why he can't just do a live? Okay. So then, and then somebody said, you need to walk away. You need to just, I think he was enjoying it, to be honest. I really think he was enjoying it. And then he was seeing his numbers going up. Okay. Because they need money too. Because he kept saying, this the way I make my money. And this the way you make your money. Okay. Okay. By that time, I should have walked away. But I did. That's why I say sometimes you're drawn in and sometimes you enjoy it a little bit. Okay. Guilty. Okay. So then, like I say, everybody was arguing back and forth. And then he was saying, okay, you just keep it up. You keep it up. I thought after he said, you done hit me. You done hit me. Okay. And so everybody in the chat is saying, just walk away and leave, and I was wishing she just would have pulled the Wi-Fi out because she wanted him out because really it's her apartment. And she never did that. So that's why I was saying, are they doing it for views? I think that's why I kind of stayed around just a little bit to see, they got to be doing this for views. So it just got worse. And let me go back over here to the chat. Casey said, did you hear? Yes, that 8 out of 10 women have been abused, and also men. And this is absolutely insane. And yeah, and I can say when I look back as being young, I can say with my first marriage, yeah. So there was some. It was that one time I could say that ain't happened no more. When people fight back, then nobody bother them. But yeah, yeah, we've all been through it some kind of way, Casey, and it is sad, And then Dee said, oh, wow, cops turned up live. Yeah, well, I'll tell you in a minute what happened. I really don't know what happened at the end, but I'm just going to tell you how you can get drawn in. But then by the time they were arguing back and forth, like I say, he normally has 3 to 8 people. He was up to 22. He was up to 22 people. And I don't know how high it got after that, but let me tell you, the chat started themselves getting angry with each other. They started getting angry with each other, is what they did. Okay. So it really got messy. Somebody say call 911. I wish somebody knew where they stayed when they called 911. 9:45, 8:40. When I said 9:45. So 10:45. It's an hour. So hold on. Let me go back over here. I've been on 45 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame. Even you know what we all should have did? Really, everybody should have just left. Everybody should have just left because he was enjoying that moment. Like I said, I don't know if it was the views. I don't know. I still say I think it was an actual, but he enjoyed seeing those numbers going up. Okay. And he kept saying, I'm not getting off alive. I'm not getting off of this. I'm not getting off of this because he was getting what he wanted. Thank you for coming in, Elliot. Thank you so much. Everybody for coming in. Thumbs up, thumbs up. And that's the way I grow. If you share me out, I would definitely pin you at the top of my live next week. I'm gonna say, yeah, Monday. You will be at the top. And the ones that's pinned at the top today is Keisha, Tuba Chat, Blue Lotus Vibe by Janetta McLean, and Rooted in Essential Oils. And I thank them so much. And Dee stays in Australia. Yes, it's 12 a.m. here. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, Dee. Thank you so much. And KC said, yes, leave. But when you think about it, KC, think about from the beginning what I talked about. I'm sure these two that I talked about was born with that chaos in utero, and they don't know how to stop it. They don't know how to walk away. You know how we say our kids mimic what we do? They're only mimicking what they see. They are only mimicking what they see because he kept saying his dad raised a good man. That was his words. His dad raised a good man because he wasn't putting his hands on her. But if she kept coming in his space, I'm sure it would have triggered something. But he kept saying he was a good man. And here this woman carrying his baby, and the baby is hearing all of this chaos. And what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come out that uterus and come in out that birth canal, and they're going to come right into the same thing that the parents are in. Okay. So let me see what the chat is saying over here. And let's see. Yes, thumbs up, thumbs up. And then First Floor audio says attention, Lee. Is what it is. Attention, positive and negative is attention, and people thrive. Yes, people thrive on both. Okay, but that negative, that chaos, that is just part of our world now, Lee. I don't know how we change it, and we can only change it to me from the home front. That's the only way we can change it, and I don't know how we're going to change it. Okay. And Felicia says, I cannot do negative. I avoid it. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that too, Felicia. I'm going to talk about me. Y'all always know Big Mama here say, I always walk away from it. But remember, I was still hanging in on this chat. Okay. I was hanging in. But Big Mama don't like it. Okay. Big Mama ain't writing nothing. Big Mama out in the bushes. I'll tell you about that. Okay, Eerie Frog says sometimes hard to walk away though. Yes, it is, Eerie Frog. Sometimes it is, but we have to walk away. And I think the main thing they talk about is somebody disrespecting them. They always hear that from the time they're in utero from the time they're babies, they don't know how to diffuse. Even sometimes, Erie Frog, if you walk away, they still won't stop, you know? And then they put their hands on you. And then I always say you got to protect yourself, but just try your best to walk away. Okay. And I want y'all to remember this girl is pregnant. Okay. And she is just getting angrier and angrier. She's pacing in front of him, back and forth, non-stop. Okay. Now, Betty ain't wrote nothing, but Betty decided to write something. See how you get drawn into it? Because you see everybody saying, walk away, do this. So I went at another angle. I said, okay, if you hit her, she is pregnant and she have that baby and that baby dies, you will not be able to walk away and you will not be able to see the light of day. Now, okay, I done draw myself into it now. I done draw myself into it. I don't like drama, but I'm sure sitting there, aren't I? I I am I am sitting there for sure. Okay, let me get back. But let me get back over to the chat. And you see what I mean? People say walk away from drama, but we get drawn right into it. Keisha says, I cannot deal with too much negativity. My empathetic soul says no, and I disconnect. And you know what, Keisha? There is a thin line between sanity and insanity, I always say. There is something that can always push us over if we really not sane. Okay. So I am so happy that you are careful with your words and your thoughts. And I'm so proud of you to be as young as you are to do that. And I pray your kids, carry it on. And that's usually what it is. My mom, she was a great mom, and she raised amazing children, but she was smart. She was smart in how she raised us. And we wasn't raised around that that chaos all the time. But there is one point in my life that I can remember that we had a lot of chaos in the house. And it really affected me. I used to sit on the step and I would cry nonstop. I had to be about in fourth grade. I remember that. It was a lot going on in the house. Um, and it was a hard year for me. So I can understand a lot of time what those kids are going through. So, yeah. And Felicia said, for years, I would disassociate from negative energy until I learned to set and maintain appropriate boundaries. Yes, you have to. That is a great point, Felicia. It is a great point with that, that you got to disassociate from it. But, like I said, here I was listening to this YouTube couple. They got he got a channel, she has her own, then they have a joint channel. Okay. And like I say, they only normally have 6 to 8 people, and it got up to 22. And I don't know how many it got up to when I left, but I'm gonna tell you about me. I ain't done about me. I ain't done about me yet. KC says a good point. And KC, please come back again on Monday and visit me. Oh, KC never had a mom. Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I remember when my mom passed, I had to be in my 40s, and my sister was 13 years. She was in her 20s. And I really felt sad for her because I had my mom a good deal through my adulthood, and I felt so sorry that she had to go through her 20s without mama. It is. And yeah. And I can understand that one. I really can. I really can. D say they walk away, but not resolved. Still, anger is present. Bad habits over and over. Yeah, over and over. Yep. They walk away, but not, and then it comes back. But sometimes they don't even know how to walk away. I have seen where a girl, a little bitty girl, she's grown, jump on a hard grown man. And then her mom had to go and grab her off of him. He could have really, and that's what I'm saying. And these are moms. Moms, they are dads, and the children are watching. They know no different. They know none. Erie Frog says, my whole life, my dad was negative and nasty to me. I used to, but I'm a positive person and never would end up like him. You know what, Erie Frog? That's a great thing. Um, but have you noticed that when most people say that they won't end up like that person, I'm not saying, Erie Frog, that is you. Or the user, like, they'll say, I ain't gonna end up like my mama. But it's so hard not to, because that is what you saw all your life. My mom, the most negative thing I can say would be she was a worrier. And I think it carried over to us too. She was a good mom. I would even say she was a better mom than me. She was a good, understanding mom. Um, I was a mom that had to work to survive. Okay. So we were different types of moms. So, and sometimes when people are nasty, and when you were a kid, I'm so happy that I can say that when that happened when I was a child, it was in a child's mind, and I can forgive that person when I'm an adult and let it go. I'm so glad I'm that way with that, but everybody can't. And it depends on how much that abuse was. Okay, because mine wasn't a lot. It was just from a generation that person came from, and that's why they acted that way. Okay, and I can forgive him and I love him to death. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat. But let me go on and talk about this YouTube couple. And remember, she's pregnant, she's still pacing. Okay. So then I write to turn the Wi-Fi off. And then I'm looking at the chat and they're getting heated and heated. And then I say, I'm leaving. I wrote on there, I'm leaving. Let me tell you, it was so hard for me to leave. It really was. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It was hard for me to leave. Okay, do you think it ended there for me? Nope. Okay, I left. What do? I go, this is confession. I go on Instagram. I call somebody. I tell somebody. And then I tell somebody the name. And then they go over there. And then what do I do? Girl, what they doing? What they doing? What they saying? What they saying? How many people in there? So I'm telling you, you can say you don't like drama. That really put a question in my mind. I say I don't like it. Why I'm still drawing somebody else in there? Because when I left, it was about 13, and that's how I found out it was about 22. And we talked on the phone about that for a while. Annabelle, hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here. We're just talking about this drama, but I was so amazed. I'm like, I did see some people leave, but I didn't go back over at all to check anything. Today, I'm just going to let that go. But I myself took my negative energy and fed somebody else that negative energy. Okay, and she didn't even know who these YouTube people were. but I told her about them. So next time in my mind, I want to be able to walk away right away. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for telling me that. Okay. So now I kind of know where I am. Thank you so much, Pete, for telling me that. So now I can kind of look back at the clock and kind of know. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you for the emojis, Annabelle. Um, you said, he said, "Oh my God, glad I was not wherever that channel was." I know. And it was a lot of creators there. There was one that was pretty steady in telling him to walk away and to diffuse. I think he was still there when I left, but I think he was really trying to diffuse it. And I wish they was telling him to walk away. I wish she would have walked away. But you know, when you're pregnant, and I don't know how she functions, if she could have, and maybe that's her way of dealing with that. Because what she kept telling me is, you get to do what you want all the time, and you're not listening to me. You don't understand. You're not listening to me. So she was trying to voice herself, but his thing was he wasn't getting off that live. Okay. Thank you so much. Another good point. Keisha says instigating the negativity, not good. It's not good. And what I did was not good. Okay. I have to point the fingers back at me. I could talk about the people in the chat, but I was just as bad as they were. Just as bad as they were, Keisha. Just as bad as they were. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat. And like I say, then the people in the chat started arguing amongst themselves. Then it was utter chaos. It was utter chaos because you got to remember, in the chat, these are people also that were born from a mom, just like this mom, with all the arguments and negativity around them. And then they were born with that DNA inside of them. Then, when they come out, they see all this negativity. Then the parents are mentally messing them up. Then they're cussing them out. Then these kids don't get the proper sleep. Then they don't get the proper food, and then it leads to the education that they don't get because school is quiet. The teachers are hello, sit down, and they don't understand that life. They don't understand that life. And I think that, even in school, meditation would be good for kids. I really do. I think it would help calm them down. But I think these kids would have a hard time to do that, because remember, I talked about in my yoga class how we would get really quiet and people would walk out, and my teacher would say they can't stand the quietness and this is what they need. Yep. Because when you first start meditating, think about it. When you close your eyes, so much stuff comes in to your mind. You have to do it over and over to really to quiet down your mind. Yep. So, let's see. I'm trying to make sure I get everything. But my main thing in that was of her getting hurt. That was my main issue, that she was going to get hurt, you know. And I know if she would have pulled that cord on that Wi-Fi, um, it would have got bad in there. And I don't know how bad it got, but I just know that we say we don't love it, but do we? When I say I'm in the bushes, but I've never had this where I seen two YouTubers that was in a relationship really fighting on camera. Actually, I think that's what I couldn't believe. But what I want to believe is they just wanted the views. That's what I want to believe. But I don't believe that. But yeah, but that's just my thinking on that is that is in them. In this world we live in, y'all, it is utterly chaos. And even with us, we can start a change with that. I'm telling you, when I'm out and around, I will smile with people. People may frown back. I try to say hi. I try to hold the door when I go in. I try to do, I say, even if it's one person that will help. If I see somebody crying, and if you see some, I will walk up and say, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" Instead of walking away, I want to know if you're all right. Okay, D says, I'm going to go back over here, make sure. Frog says, so true. Yes, your motherly instincts kicks in protection of that child and all moms. But you know what I wish? I wish all of us had the power to walk away. That's what I wish, that everybody in that chat would have left and it not grew. And honestly, I helped it grow by one. I did. Now, I don't know when she left, you know, and I was working on top, you know. And Felicia said, I had to learn to protect myself from negativity, from the drama. And that's another thing, protecting yourself, your space, because it's never about them. It's never about you. I guess I want to say it's about them, but it's about you. When you internalize this chaos and you helping to perpetuate it, and you helping to perpetuate it by staying in that chat. That's what it is. So we're going to have to walk away. I don't know why I stayed in there as long as I did, but I did. It's both, and all are toxic. Yeah, it's toxic. It is toxic, and it's the world. I keep saying it's the world that we live in. It is the world that we live in. D says Australia has, what is that? Ruach Day here. Are you okay? Oh, are you okay? Oh, okay. Is that every day, D? Because in America, we need that every day. Are you okay? Oh, okay. I got you. There are two YouTube couples that I follow consistently because of their content and what I feel is a positive atmosphere. And it was a YouTube couple that was there. And he was the one that was the whole time telling them to back off and for him to walk away. Now, he did stay positive the whole time. And he even told the chat one time to just calm down, I guess, and let them work through it. But I said all of us should have walked away. Okay, there are two YouTube couples that I follow consistently because of their content and what I feel is a positive atmosphere. And usually this couple is. That was the weird part of it. They usually are. However, I've seen a couple of instances that made me wonder about abuse. Okay. Yeah, you catch that. That's one thing on the internet. You don't miss much if you watch people all the time. Okay. You don't watch them. And like I say, people, when I'm on here all the time, even today, everybody's like, oh, you're too hyped up. Calm it down. Take a breath. Because I'm really passionate about that. I have worked with this population, and I don't want people to think it's just a poor population. I've worked with the poorest of poor, the richest of rich, and it can happen anywhere, and people hide it, or the poorest of poor, they get where they get numb to it, or even people that get beat up on all the time or cussed out all the time, or and they think it's okay. They think it's okay. Okay. Casey said, I agree. That's a good one. Are you okay? And I do every time I see somebody crying, uses a woman. Um, ooh, my friend bought me these earrings and they hurt my ear, but they're so cute. Ow. Um, D says it's every few months advertised widely, billboards, helplines, and etc. That's great. Now are they going to use them, D? That's the problem because usually people in trouble, those are the ones that don't use that stuff. But it's nice that they can see it, and it'll still be stuck here. So they're going to have to be the ones that walk away. No matter what you say sometimes to them, if they're not ready to walk, then they don't walk away. Okay? So you could talk to them, but they're going to have to make the decision. Sometimes I wonder about YouTube couples, not all of them. I've seen some shady stuff. Yeah, they're normal people. That's what it is here, for we're all normal people. Before I even came on here this morning, thank you so much, everybody, for being here and watching my live after it's all over. And anyone that want to share me out, I will pin you at the top on Monday. And the people that shared me out, Keisha, Tuba Chad, Blue Lotus Vibe by Janita McLean, and Rooted in Essential Oils. And I miss Rooted today. I miss him today. Let's see. Let me go back over to the chat. Now it's mind your business. Why? Yeah. Mind your business. Yes. Yes. Especially when you see that. I just want to have the power to walk away. And I think all of us need that when you see something going on because you're empowering it. You're feeding into it. We were giving him the strength because somebody even say he's enjoying this. So and and you enjoying it, and he knows it, and he know more and more people are gonna come because his viewership is low, and he talked about it. So he got good views. He got good views on that. And Irisol say, but I see it all. Okay, and I believe you. It's not that I don't believe you. I believe you. I do. And I'm sure, more people here have seen it. D says, yes, they have to want to do it. Yes, their choice. And a lot of time people think they can't get out of it, a man or a woman, because men get abused too, is because they don't have enough money. There are children involved, and they think that they can change that person, or if they wait it out long enough, it'll change. Hard to tell people if they don't want advice, frustrating too. Yes, and I say once you say it once or twice, leave it alone or call an agency because they won't tell your name, or they shouldn't tell your name, and go from there, and then just leave it alone, because if you continue to tell the person, they're just going to shut you off, so yeah. But yeah, it's I just don't know why. I know why our world is really chaotic. And then with this great anger, you can't think, you can't talk, you can't you can't you can't rationalize. And that's what I say, when I'm the heat of the moment, I used to get angry, say words, but now what I do is I think it out. If it's something major, I would wait 24 hours before I make a decision on it. Because if you write it, you never get it out right. If I talk to you and I'm not angry, I'm going to get everything out, because you can think. If you're angry in that moment of anger, you can't think, and you're going to say awful stuff. So give yourself time to cool down. It's even when you want to discipline your child, don't do it right away. Give yourself time to calm down. Okay, Erie Fox said, last month we were involved in a domestic dispute between a husband and wife, and I told her, hide behind me now. She is in a safe place and have a protective order against persons. Okay, and you know what? That's a brave thing to do. A lot of people won't do it, but the only thing with domestic disputes, even police will tell you they are the most dangerous calls because they don't know what's going to happen or what that other person's going to have in their hand. But I'm not going to tell no one not to help someone if they can. You know what I mean? So, um, I am so grateful that you did help her. I'm so grateful you didn't get hurt. And I'm so grateful that she didn't. And if she went back, it might have even been worse for her. So that's the only thing. You know, when they tell about the abuse even gets worse. Or what they do is get nice at first and then they get worse, is what they do. And thank you for being here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. And Dee said, hope it's all sorted. And and she probably went back home to him, D. That's the only thing is um a lot of times when a person is being abused, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go. So he knows that they got to come back. But you know, I'm so glad y'all came in and we talked about this. Oh, he says she's hidden in a safe place. Great. Because they do have where they can hide them at, you know, and can start another life for them, you know, to get off. But they do have agencies for women. I don't know about men, because like I say, men get abused too. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I've been on here about an hour, a little over an hour and a half. But I wanted to talk. If you missed any of the beginning, anybody, please go back and rewatch it. And everybody that rewatch, please give me a thumbs up, share me out, and I will pin you up to the top on Monday if you share me out. Okay. And also, I'm going to have another tea party on July 23rd. It's Warm Strong birthday. It's going to really be Bill's tea party, a tea party for Bill. So we're going to have a good time. The same people are going to be as last time. Just the one difference is going to be Bill. And we had an amazing time. If y'all have not seen that, we had an amazing time at that tea party. Trying to think if I had any other notes. Nope, I don't have any other notes. Um, Erie Frog says she's at her best friend living in silence. Okay, well, that's good. She has somewhere to go, and hopefully, you know, he won't find her. And he said, all is good, D. I hope so. I hope so, because so many people live in, like I say, utter chaos for all their lives. And, you know, and that's why I say when you see somebody at their lowest of low, or they stay in the hood as people stay, or they're very poor and they need help, you never know where people come from. You never know what people been through. And that's why I'm so happy I work with all different segment of people and really learn some of the issues what people really go through. You never know where I've been. You never know. You never know. I might look all right today, but you don't know what my yesterday and past was. You never know, because I've been through some tough times. Not as tough as some of these people. Somebody, I'm pregnant and somebody pushes me down, you know, or you're in an argument back and forth and you're pregnant, because I already know what that can do to a baby. Even a mom that breastfeed. Do y'all know if they breastfeed? I know too much information. If they argue all the time, it would decrease that her milk supply. Ask me how I know. It happened to me. So that means my oldest son heard a lot of chaos in the womb. A lot of chaos in the womb. So I had one of those babies. And but he seemed to be laid back. He seemed to be all right. So I don't know. Yes, another tea party for Bill. And then Erie Frog say you never know what people have been through or going through. That is so correct. I'm telling you. Ooh, you just don't know. I would love to tell my whole story, but honey, that'll take a whole book of my story. And I thought about writing a book. Anybody thought about writing a book? Um, um, but yeah, and I got to do something about this StreamYard because it seems to be getting worse. I don't even know why my time's not showing up here. I know exactly, how much time I've been on here now because I look at the clock. But if I want to see how many people in here, I have to look over at my thing. It isn't hard, but I'm hoping that they can fix it. Ooh, tea party, warm, strong. Yes, D, I hope you be there. Birthday suits. I think YouTube will throw us off. Oh, we can leave our hats on. I don't think that one will be fun. I don't think that would be fun, D. You don't want to see this body. You don't You don't want to see it. And Erie Frog said I could write a book. Yes, we can. We can all write a book on this. But again, I'm gonna before I go, I'm so happy all of you stopped by. And like I said, if you missed the first part, please go back through because I kind of explained how I got here this morning, with about drama. Do you enjoy drama yourself? How I think it started. I think a lot of times it's in utero, before the child comes out, all the chaos, all the drama, all the arguing. And then once they come out, they hear the same thing, then they get worse, then they have children, and the cycle just repeats itself. It repeats itself. Hey, Cheetah Will View, Patrick, how you doing? How are you doing? I was just about ready to end, but it has been a great morning. I know that I definitely will see y'all on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. on Friday morning. I have my video. If you missed my premiere this morning, please go back and look at that. And I'm trying, oh, and share me out if you can. And if you do, I'll thumbs up, thumbs up. If you do it on your community page, then I'll definitely see it and I can come over and say thank you and then pin you on Monday. Hey, Jamia. Okay, and that's all right. And I hope everything is fine. And but I'm trying to think if it's anything else. I had to watch this show. I know, but oh, okay, yeah, but that's how I got here because like I say, that now we're doing on YouTube as YouTube creators, and we should be embarrassed, I guess I should say. And I should be embarrassed for watching as much as they were fighting. Well, not fighting, but the arguing, bickering, and her knocking. To me, that's physical because then you've hit him and he can't hit her back. He shouldn't hit her back, and she shouldn't have hit him. So anyway, yes, it's on the 23rd of July at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I forgot the time. But we're going to have our little hats. No, we're not going to have any dresses this time. No dresses unless Warmstrong want to raise $1,000. You can get in a dress for $1,000 and come on over. Warmstrong. But anyway, I thank all of y'all for coming. And thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And here we go. Thank you so